Welcome to the Benz Nightshow. It is now the 14th of January 2021 and this is our episode number 63. Episode number 63. Salamat yung pag-iuban ka na kung makaisaran and I hope you're doing fine. You're doing okay there. So, you can share our broadcast. You can share, you can like, you can share, and you can comment. Please do these three things. Comment sa mo para mabasa na ko ang inyong comments. So kung mag-like ka mo, I cannot see because I'm not monitoring the Facebook. I'm looking at our screen. But if mo comment mo, I can read your comments. So I can read your comments. So, welcome. And let's go to our weather for the evening. Weather at Makaigsanan, it is now we have 26 degrees Celsius. 26 degrees Celsius, 15% chance of rain until 10 p.m. And then gangganin ang buntag 28 degrees Celsius, 28 degrees Celsius karon kuan na siya. 26 degrees Celsius. Okay, and here, let's move here. Okay, para man ito tanaw. And then the hourly weather. Of course, it's 26 Celsius karon mga oras ang makaigsunan. It feels like 29. And by 11, 10 p.m. 26, 11, 26. By 12 midnight, it will be 25 degrees Celsius and going down to 6 a.m. 25 degrees Celsius. So it's cold, no? Kung maginalag aircon, pwede na electric fan, na yung gani di maka-electric fan kung open ang yung windows. Okay, so muna itong weather updates. Kana. This one and of course our world time is now full screen. It is now 8:21 a.m. in New York. No, yeah, a.m. And it is now 5:21 a.m. in Los Angeles, and in London it's 1:21 p.m. and in Tokyo it's 10:21 p.m. Look at our clocks there sa akong luyo, sa akong background. These are actually moving clocks. Each of those clocks are real time, no? They're moving. Nice second hand. You can see the second hand. Okay, so welcome nyo rin ha. And let me see weather time. Okay, ganito sa chatroom. Isa na sa chatroom. Wala na karoon makaigsunan si Nisim sa Montañez. Siya naguna na to. Nisim sa Montañez. Good evening ha. May naguna sa itong chatroom. And agbay doon kagabi, mag-program ko gabi pag 10 o'clock. So pag exactly 10 o'clock naman sa ikaw ba kuhan nga nag-live sa kuhan Duterte. So pag-click na ko sa kuhan streaming, uy, invalid man na streaming key. O man nag-usap. So pagtanong ko na rin nakauna si Duterte man nakauna. I was already preparing, setting it up. Si Duterte man nag-kuhan na to ha, nag-una. Okay. I hope klaro itong audio. Di ba murag langom ba itong audio? Chat scene weather 2. Okay. O mga ka na makaigsunan kung wala ko background mo na akong kuan karon. So kita mo ng mga interview nga one-on-one interview niya, black ang background. Yeah, that's it. So this is my screen without all these backgrounds, without all the scrollers, and without all of these things. Diba? So, mana siya ang kuha na to. Let's see. Okay. O niya, ang atong headline nga scene, mana makita nimo headlines. No? And then, superimpose na akong naong din na, mana makita ninyo sa screen. Mana ni siya. Okay. Diba? Alright, so narita sa atong gikahinaman nga COVID updates. Grabe ang COVID updates. No? Ang COVID updates. Okay. Ayay. Set up. Johns Hopkins. Johns Hopkins, where is it? There. Okay. Active na kong tablet. Okay. Alright, so first ato ning drawingan as usual. Ganahan kayo mo na akong drawing. Atong butangan o handwritten nga drawing. Dire. Okay, diri sa atong butangan dire handwritten nga drawing. Yes. Din ha. So, pakita na itong handwritten. Pilit na mo buhat og geographic shapes. Pilit na mo buhat og geographic shapes like that. Pilit na mo buhat og rectangles. Really, no. And that's good for learning purposes. Okay, so let's go to our screen right here from the Johns Hopkins University of Medicine. Okay, mouse. Okay. Worldwide, grabe ha, uy. Wala ang tagpila kasi kaadlaw from 18 himon 92 million. 92,462,193 cases worldwide as of this minute. Unya, ang global deaths na to is 1,981,097. 1,981,097. So, round off na to for our daily conversations. We're now at 92 million cases and deaths is almost 2 million deaths worldwide. 2 million deaths worldwide. Now, of course, the big question is this, no? Para na po, the big question is this. Unsa man ning klasiha? What is this virus? Nga, this is year 2021. We have all the medicine. We have all the science, we have all the technology, we have all the money, everything. And we have all the intelligent people, intelligent researchers. Because this is already the 21st century. 2021. Why do we have this type of virus affecting 92 million people and killing 2 million worldwide? And those are just the reported cases. There are many unreported cases, even in Cebu. Even in the Philippines, there are many unreported cases. So can you imagine that? So let's look at it this way. You have 92 million. Unsa man kasiya is virus? Is it really true? Na gikan ni sa batch, or is it possible? Is it possible that this is really a man-made, laboratory-made type of virus? Is it true that this is a laboratory experiment gone wrong? It's possible. Ako kay posibility. Ako mas muto ko ana kaysa gikan ni sa mananap. This, this virus is so fast, despite the fact that we're already practicing lockdowns and we know what are the symptoms of the virus. Despite all of this, ngano man ta na affected magitani. And that's really the big reason na makaingon ko ba nga this virus is so powerful, so contagious, so virulent. Virulent pa. Na ako dako gyud ko tuog gyud ko nga kuan. This is what I say. This is man-made, laboratory-made virus. So nandito, mareputa sa Amerika ng mga badlungon. The United States, 23 million cases already. Would you have expected that last year? This year? No. Yung guys, si Trump, it will go away in Easter, and the virus will just move away next week. They didn't take it seriously. Now, after 1 year, ang United States they did not learn the lesson. Didn't learn the lesson. That's 23 million cases, 78,350. 23,078,350. And ang death sa US, 384,000. 784, almost 400,000. Deaths, these are deaths. These are not cases. These are the deaths. And they're setting records almost every day. Ako na ning i-clear ang screen. Mag-draw ako sa... Let me clear the screen. Let me clear the screen. And then, ato ni siyang i-trace. No? This was January last year. This was January last year. And then April. And then we thought May. That was it. And then it went to June and July. Every day it was increasing. June and July. That's summer. People were expecting that summer in the United States would bring the infections down because of the heat. But they were wrong. Nagsaka. Kiniubos gamay sa August, September, fall, and then October. Look at the curve. Look at the steepness of the curve. Grabe, oh. There were more deaths in December than in any other time during the pandemic. December for the United States, December 2020. So now we're 1 year into the pandemic, and the Philippine numbers, the US numbers, the European numbers, all of these are increasing. It means we have not learned the lessons, and in fact, given these new variants, it's more virulent, they are more contagious. But in fact, we know how to prevent this. We know how to prevent this, but we are very careless. Nanawag na ako kagabi after, actually mag-show man ako kagabi awa din yung magkita ang screen, no? Kaya nagkuhan. So muna siya ang screen. Ito sa i-off na yung headlights, ha? Ito is yung screen kung makita Yes. Headlines. Okay, i-off sa na ito. Alright, so muna siya. I'm now sharing with you the chart in the US. And mo kasaka, did not learn. And also in the Philippines, we did not learn. Nga naman na. Why? Diba? So, the really big question here is, supposedly, these deaths and these cases are preventable. Preventable. But why haven't we prevented this explosion in infections and deaths? That's the big question. Look at the chart there. And supposedly, the only way to address this is to keep social distancing, wear masks all the time, avoid contact with people, and avoid going out. And we should learn from Taiwan, from Singapore, from densely populated metropolitan cities with Taiwan to 7 people ang patay, 800 cases. So that's something to think about if you are a policy maker, a policy influencer. Please listen, no? Listen. Okay. So again, those of you who are watching YouTube, watching Facebook, so please try to share, like, and post a comment. Balik tayo sa itong pirma. Balik tayo sa itong headline. Saan mag-headline? Right. Okay. GT Paints ito. Alright, so ngarita sa balik na ta sa kuan. Tapit sa chat group, kinsay na dia sa chat group. Nato sa chat group si Gilbert Son, si Francisco Pilago, si Mercy Alivio, o si Juanito Monteroyo Jr. Pagani na si Samontanyos ni Sim, yung kuhan po siya, naka-join na kanina. Alright, so balik ta. Kaya ito saan yung ikuha na. So we're back. Let's clear the screen and let's bring back our here are that's let's go. It's the US, the Philippines, kapit na mo 500,000 cases. Okay, the Philippines now has practically 500,000 cases. That's 494,605. That means 1 year into the global pandemic, the Philippines has, worsened by a lot compared to our Asian neighbors. So 494,065 cases. Deaths in the Philippines already 9,710. That's almost 10,000 deaths. Kung rakrakan tas China, 10,000 naman tayo sa may buhato na to. We will be very serious about our defense. So in this case, why are we not serious in our defense? At the same time, we're killing the economy. So it's the wrong combination of policies. 494,065 cases, 9,739 deaths in the Philippines, round up 10,000. Japan has 310,000 cases and they have 4,160 deaths. Now remember, Japan's an old society. Yeah. Despite the fact that they did not shut down their train system, only 13,011. That means 200,000 below the Philippines. And then the deaths is only 4,116. The Philippines is 9,000, more than double that of Japan. Let's go to South Korea. That's 17,728, 70,728, and 1,195 deaths only. 70,728, Korea 1,195. American deaths. Singapore has 59 cases, 59,029 cases, 59,029, and that's cases for Singapore, and deaths in Singapore, only 29 deaths. Only 29 deaths. Only 29 deaths, Caribbean. Only 29 deaths in Singapore. We should learn from Singapore. And then next, Taiwan na. Laywas Taiwan, subos eh. Taiwan has 842 cases and only 7 deaths. 842 cases and 7 deaths. And favorites, let's zoom in to Hong Kong. Okay, so let me clear the screen. Let me make marker around Hong Kong. Okay, it's here. Hong Kong already has 9,414 cases. 9,414 cases, but only 161. Only 161 deaths. Only 161 deaths. Cases 9,440. Okay. Okay. Don't touch your nose, katol man. Oh, welcome sa atong show. Si Dante Valiente, si Sol Torres, oy, good evening Ma'am Sol. Felipe Menyoza, watching from Talamban, o Wilson Herrera. Salamat sa iyo. Okay. Wait na sa itong luyo ko na live screen. Okay, so marita sa mga updates na to sa okay, sa financial markets, close pa 31,060 cases. So in the past few weeks, there were record-breaking levels sa index. This is the Dow Jones Industrial Average. This is the index used for the New York Stock Exchange. So, ano siya? 31,060. I have to screen. Yeah, so boss, makita nyo ang chart kanang up and down mo siya bukid. The chart will give you an idea of the... Don't be afraid of graphs and chart. Don't be afraid. It will give you an idea of the ups and downs of the pricing throughout the day yesterday. Saka sa midday. Ang gold, live niya itong gold. Gold set na. Ang gold karon is every 10 seconds mo change ha, tanawang from 0.4 na mo ng 0.0. 1840.00 US dollars per ounce, and let's say the next tick will be up or down. Let's wait for it. 1840.10 saka siya ang next update. 1840.10. So live na itong New York. Now look at the charts. Look at the chart. There's a gold up and down, up and down. On a trend sa narita sa Brent crude oil, nagsaka ba ang presyo? So it's now, the Brent crude oil price, it's now 55.64 and it changes every 10 seconds. 55.64, 0.64, 0.64, 0.64, 0.64. Tanaw ito gano'n sa mo change na siya. 0.64. It's at, 0.65. Saka price. Ano sa Brent crude oil, saka siya. Ang FX, foreign exchange sa Pilipinas. Hindi ako mabasa. Ako ni full screen sa akong computer. The US dollar is, di makita, 48.04. The Hong Kong dollar is 6.19. Singapore dollar is 36.2. And Saudi Riyal is 12.8. The European Money Union, 58.4. Major. And of course, the headlines. You can say US, which changes as soon as the headlines are through the wires. They call it the wires. Telegram pa sa una through the wires. Okay, OPEC leaves 2021 forecast for oil demand growth unchanged. Sa laing bahin, why investors should consider the corporate spending rate. O sa laing bahin, tip Barron's Daily, space stocks are rocketing higher. What's behind their big moves? Sama na. Kuha na. SpaceX and Elon Musk, Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos. Oil prices weaken after fall in December China crude. Sa laing bahin, ang company ng Whitbread, ang iyang shares climb after the hotel operator says it's building market share. Sabutan ng building market share by profit. Ano mga kung na, that's how to interpret the financials behind it. May market share by profit. Yung ipabos na profit. US Treasury yields inch higher on fiscal spending prospects. Fiscal spending prospects. So, si Glossy Lawas, naminap na to, watching from Karkar. Salamat kayo, no? Christian Nice Roy, watching from Lapu-Lapu City. Ano mo da? Nasa sa YouTube. Actually, I prefer YouTube. Mas nito ang quality sa YouTube. And you can choose our you can choose our resolution when viewing it on YouTube or Facebook. You can choose 1080p 1080p because I'm broadcasting at 1080p high quality. Okay, so balik na tayo sa markets, headlines. Basta ng headlines diri sa ubos o diri sa kilid nako. Sorry, diri sa kilid nako. Gusto mong tanaw sa news. Of course, atong background nag-change sa video. So, I would like to point out the here. You have the timeline, timestamp there running. Then you have the crawling headlines, and then you have these market headlines screen, the pink salmon color. And by the way, those are live, so change na siya as soon as news will come out. And of course, atong background video, indot kayo, our background video is our background are videos, which is a different thing from just photos. And also me, you can see I'm floating in front of the screen. Okay, so pwede na tawag CNN, pwede na one man CNN. And if you have this ability, and remember, we can also doodle, we can also make graphs, and we can make what do you call this, writings on our screen using a pen tablet. So you should watch out for these issues. Kaya makita ninyo nga, you can do this. You might spend a little bit more, but you can do this, and this is good for education. Sometimes istorya ka, background, it could be, we're talking about geography, mapa, live, etc. Diba? Okay. Sige, now let's go. I'm sure nagbasa mo sa headlines yan sa left o sa right, bottom o sa right. Sa tagamay sa main window. I have a main window. Yes. Again, remember we're on episode 663. Now, COVID updates according sa CDC, forecast niya, United States, forecast niya, more than 90,000 Americans could die of COVID-19 in the next 3 weeks alone. Gabihan, someday night. Two members of the WHO team blocked from entering China over failed coronavirus antibody test. Fail ka sa antibody test, pasabutan na kay antibody. So that's good. Good news na i-block man ka. COVID-19 infection grants immunity for 5 months. 5 months only? Ngari mo si humanity, ano mo si humanity? Kay cure na, ay na nagkuha na. Pagkita. 5 months only. Sabot. So ito pa, mag-immunize ta every 5 months. 90,000 Americans mamatay. Sixth Premier League football game, only the game, not the season. Football game postponed due to virus. England's Premier League announced kaganina that Aston Villa's home garden game against Everton has been postponed due to the ongoing COVID-19 outbreak at the Midlands club. It takes the total number of Premier League matches postponed due to the pandemic this season to 6. Sa laing bahin, Germany's record death toll is worrying, very worrying, says the Infectious Disease Institute Chief of Robert Koch. The number of coronavirus fatalities namatay in Germany is very worrying. The head of the Robert Koch Institute for Infectious Diseases, RKI, said Thursday. Kung bitaw, gahapon na to, miyaging anlaw, na namatay nga usa ka pulmonologist, Dr. Cebu. And that means it's very dangerous kita ini. Unya, last night, samtang, mo ko muna sa program last night, mag-program dapat attend. Last night na puan na istorya ko ay family nga usa ka doktor, usa ka registered nurse, magsuon niya, usa ka educator, ilang mama ug ang papa. So ang papa namatay di ay last week, COVID, due to COVID. So karon ang inahan, silang lima lagi na COVID, ang usa patay na ang amahan. So itong in Cebu so that means to say COVID is really very dangerous. Itong nagmahit ako ng kaistorya ang anak na, sir, nakibawa pa ko sa Humanity VX, tingali ako itong ipasuway akong papa. Yung papa, namatay last year. Anyway, sa Germany, nag-report siya highest single day, one day only, pandemic death toll of 1,244 in a single day in Germany. Samantang mo Germany, marunong mo mga ugawan. Ayaw ko na mo paggara-gara niya. Lakaw-lakaw. Wala yung problema, lakaw-lakaw. New COVID-19 infections must reduce massively, matod pa ni Lothar Wieler, head sa Robert Koch Institute sa Germany. Naman na sila CDC sa Germany. There are now 5,200 patients being treated in German ICUs with 90% on ventilators. The average age of patients in ICUs is about 60 years old. Ano yung problema there sa Germany? South Korea. South Korea links its recent outbreak ni Sakang South Korea, di ba, to another religious gathering. Nagpapadlong. A recent COVID-19 cluster in South Korea has been linked to a religious group gathering in the North Gyeongsang province, according to the Korean Disease Control and Prevention Agency. Ang KDC Deputy Director nag-ingon that a total of 713 people linked to the gathering at the BTG Center for All Nations have tested positive for the COVID-19. Maling kalit og saka ang in South Korea. The agency added that more than 1,200 people who attend the event have not yet been tested. So, okay. Some Korean churches have become a battleground in the country's fight against the coronavirus. Kasagaran may taos ng kuan sa corona sa South Korea, kuan man related to religious activities. Si Pope Francis gets his first dose of vaccine, and also si Pope Emeritus, the retired Pope Benedict the 16th, who is already 93 years old. 93 din si Kuan si Benedict. The Vatican has had just 27 confirmed cases. Si Andy Murray, three-time Grand Slam champion sa tennis, tests positive for the coronavirus. The three-time Grand Slam tennis champion Andy Murray has tested positive for COVID-19. The news comes just days before he was due to fly to Melbourne for next month's Australian Open, which is scheduled to begin on February 8. It's unclear kung kanusa na tested positive ang mga 33-year-old. He's the world's former number 1. He's currently quarantining and isolating at his home in Surrey. Sa laing bahin, ang Public Health England, muna siya yung murag Department of Health. Public Health England said that people who have recovered from the COVID-19 may have immunity to the virus for around 5 months, according to preliminary findings in a new study led by PHA, or Public Health England. Sa laing bahin, ang CDC ng forecast of more than 90,000 Americans that could die of COVID-19 in the next 3 weeks. Sa laing bahin, ang mga pharmacy chains want to help as US struggles to vaccinate people against COVID. So, pwede ka magpa-bakuna sa mga pharmacy chains. O sa laing bahin, duha ka WHO scientists are blocked from entering China after testing positive for COVID-19 antibodies. Ano man ko mag-positive antibodies? Nakuha na nuna? Na-immune na nuna? Just the right. Headlines, green screen, move a little bit. Okay, center gamay po sa nabili na screen. Okay, two WHO scientists blocked from entering China after testing positive for COVID-19 antibodies. The two scientists are still in Singapore, completing tests for COVID-19. All team members had multiple negative PCR and antibody tests for COVID-19 in their home countries prior to traveling. The two scientists in Singapore will be retested for antibodies. Paano mahadlok mo lagi na antibodies? In other words, na-infected sila sa una pero naka-recover na. So, immune na sila. When asked about the two scientists in a briefing, kaganina, the China's foreign ministry spokesperson did not directly comment but said China will strictly follow the relevant epidemic prevention regulations and requirements and provide corresponding support and facilities for WHO experts who come to China to carry out international cooperation on tracing the origins of the virus. Sa laing bahin, ang African Union nakasecure ni sila og contract for 270 million vaccine doses pertaining to us mga vaccine makers aniron. A total of 270 million coronavirus vaccine doses have been secured for African countries, with at least 50 million shots available from April to June. A task force established by the African Union. The vaccines will be from Pfizer, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. Sa laing bahin, ang usa ka California hospital fined over $40,000 after Santa Clara County says it delayed reporting COVID-19 outbreak. So ang hospital duha o paghatag og COVID-19 reports. A Northern California hospital was fined $43,000 after it delayed reporting a recent COVID-19 outbreak which resulted in the death of one employee. Said that Santa Clara County said it issued a violation notice to Kaiser Permanente San Jose Medical Center on January 5 as a result of Kaiser's failure to timely report 43 cases involving personnel who tested positive between December 27 and January 1. As of Monday, a total of 92 cases of the virus have been linked to this outbreak in the hospital. This includes 77 staff members and 15 patients. Ang Human Rights Watch accuses the Brazil's President Bolsonaro of sabotaging efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19. So, hindi ganahan ang president na ma-slow down ang contagion. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro has tried to sabotage efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19 in Brazil and pursued other policies that undermine human rights. Matod pa sa Human Rights Watch reports. 16 NBA players have tested positive for the coronavirus since January 6. Grabe ha? January 6 ang tun karon. That's just 8 days. By the way, ang sabot. Kung sabi ni ka, kuaning virus nga, abot sa NBA players, marabang, it's all over. How is this transmitted? Well, big problem. The air we breathe. New players have returned positive tests sa COVID-19. 9 NBA games have been postponed this season including 8 games since Sunday for health and safety reasons. Ang World Health Organization team investigating the origins of the COVID-19 arrives in China. Minus katong duha. Atong report ka ganina. The World Health Organization team tasked with investigating the origins of the COVID-19 outbreak in Wuhan has arrived in China, matod pa sa state broadcaster CGTN. The team is undergoing COVID-19 swab testing and will have to go through quarantine before they can start their field research. Okay, stand by sa takadiyat, ha? I'm sorry. Okay, so si ID Bin Perez Mumungan. Good evening, namin na naturon. Si Ma'am Sol Torres. GT, the father was my professor in graduate school. Mo ba katong namatay, ma'am? O lagi niya. Nagduha pa man ang doktor di man mo take as ang nurse katong teacher may musuway dugaysan kaayo murag nagduha lagi sila og si Donsky na mina po nato karon may gabi aron may gabi Ma'am Sol. Okay, so salamat yung pag-uban ka na karon, ha. Nisim sa Montañas, Gilbertson, Francisco Piliago, Marcia Livio, Benito Monteroyo, Dante Valiente, Ma'am Sol Torres, Felipe Menyoza, Wilson Herrera, Christian Eroy, Glossy Lawas, ID Mumungan, o si Donsky. Okay. Alright, so abot na dito sa China pero i-quarantine pa. China reports its first COVID-19 related death in 8 months. Ako di sa kumutuwa na China. Okay, namakak magani sila kung ano sa itong first infection, namakak mag sila ng nade infection, ilang itong gikiha tong kuan, ilang dakop tong investigate tong doctors nga reveal nga naay bagong SARS-like nga virus. So kaning death sa China di ko matuwa nila. Actually sa figure China I never I never had confidence in the integrity of their ang Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine generates immune response, few side effects in early trials. Now murag dili ni mRNA, ha, nga vaccine murag adenovirus na yung vaccine. Early stages of trials sa J&J, Johnson & Johnson's experimental virus vaccine, shows it generated an immune response in nearly all volunteers with minimal side effects after a single dose. By the way, daghan kay kong collection of mga reports nga bang nangasakit o nangamatay due to the vaccine, pag-administer sa vaccine due to the reactions. Pero, mga lagi na, namatay na po out of pila ka milyon na. So, that's a trade-off. The company expects to report details of more advanced trials later this month and is hoping to apply for authorization from the US FDA. Researchers who tested the vaccine in the combined phase 1, phase 2 trial, mostly meant to show safety, found either 1 or 2 doses of the vaccine generated both antibody and T-cell responses against the coronavirus. The trials were not designed to show whether the vaccine protected people against either infections or symptoms of the coronavirus. That's what the ongoing phase 3 trials are designed to do. The US just suffered its worst day for COVID-19 deaths, but this summer could be dramatically better. Hopefully, may vaccine. Chinese COVID-19 vaccine far less effective than initially claimed in Brazil. Okay, so sa Brazil, ning-ingon sa 70%, but by the way, in the late stage trials, the efficacy was just 50.38%, not 78%. The efficacy rate of Sinovac's corona vaccine in Brazil, the lowest among its global competitors, could affect international confidence in the Chinese-made vaccines. Alright, so si Irene Bilbar ni join na po nato. Salamat yung pag-iguban ka na kung maka-exon. It's only 10:15. I hope nga, sometime kaigda mo diya, tanong mo siyang cellphone, tanong mo siyang TV. I know nga, I cannot expect a lot of you to watch live. Ang uban mo, tanaw na sila sa replay, sa YouTube, sa Facebook. Now, what I'm saying is that at this time, ang ba nangatug na? Ang ba tanaw Netflix? Ang ba tanaw YouTube? Tanaw Facebook? Nag-chat, etc. So, I cannot really expect people to listen to my program live. And there are many competing distractions now. So, and ours is just news, discussion of news, dili kay siya priority for you. I understand. And that's the challenge for the channel, no? That's the challenge for the channel. Anyway, thank you and good night. And si Jet Events, the Jet Events Nightshow, it is now the 14th of It is now the 14th of January 2021, and this is episode number 63 of the Jet Events Night Show. Thank you and good night. Salamat. Bye.